What's good, YouTube? SlimTv to put a center to on this new topic.
Testing, check 1 2, check 1 2. Is this thing on?
Today we got this new thing called Friend. Now, when I saw this, bro, I was just looking at it like, dude, ain't no way this is where we're going in life. But basically, it's a new AI that wants to be your friend so you don't feel alone. Now, I already have my reservations about this, but I just want to watch this trailer real quick, give my 2 cents. I got a video on YouTube we're gonna watch, and then that's it. But let's just check it out.
Woo! I don't know how to woo very good. That's fair. All right, let's go.
Oh, come on. Oh, let's go.
Are you serious? Come on, man. I hate this game.
Take notes, baby.
Oh man, you guys suck.
Bro, you look like the back of the
Let's go.
Dude, what? How did you do
I know the effects are crazy. It's dank. I could eat one of these every day.
It's dank.
Oh, sorry, I got you messy.
Pre-order for $99. Friend.com. Yeah, so I mean, let's just go back over this trailer real quick. Man, you out in nature, you doing your thing, and you can't go 2 seconds without being on your phone. That's the first red flag, bro. We need to actually disconnect from our phones every once in a while, bro. Second off, you're training yourself to get so excited every time you get a text message. All right, now to this guy. If you actually, well, first off, why are they dressed in 90s attire? Are people still wearing, anyway? If you actually have friends like this guy and you're downstairs on the game with 2 other dudes, bro, and you just kicking it, you're not going to be checking your phone to see what Jackson, he named it Jackson, to see what Jackson wants to say. And now with this, I mean, we're just watching the show. It's supposed to be your alone time. You don't always need somebody to be there for you to enjoy something. That's a lost art. The art of being alone is not lonely. It's more about liking who you're alone with. And so if you're alone with yourself, then you just need to love yourself to the point where it doesn't matter what you do or where you go, as long as you got you, you're good. And I get it. Everybody has a sense or wants to be a part of something. That's totally natural, and that's totally fine. Go out and meet some real people, bro. Meet some people with lives. Because here's the thing. This ain't gonna last, because true friendship, or when you're friends with somebody, the times that you're apart, when you come back together and you do what you do, and you hang out, that's what makes a friendship stronger, because your friend has different stories to tell you. There's different things going on in each of your lives. You get to see how you grew up and where you came from in that moment. And some people will say, well, not everybody has friends. Well, go out there and meet some, bro. And don't let technology replace your friend. Don't let technology replace humans, because that's ultimately where this is going. Wearing a little necklace around your neck so that you can get a cheap message that reacts to what's going on. You're getting crashed, bro. So yeah, let's check this out. It's gonna go a little bit more in depth into this. This is about 8 minutes.
So imagine this, having a companion that's always there for you, like literally wherever you go, and it's always ready to chat whenever you need it. That's what this young tech guy, Avi Schiffman, is working on with his new AI project called Friend, because apparently we've all forgotten how to make real ones. It's like he looked at humanity and said, yeah, they're better off with something that won't ask them to move a couch, forget their birthday, or hit them up for money when they're short on rent. All right, so let's dive into how all of this got started. Avi, who's really been into this idea for a couple of years now, initially called his product Tab.
So no, we gotta go back.
Avi, who's really been into this idea for a couple of years now, initially called his product Tab.
Now, I know we're not dumb. I know we're not stupid. Tab. Okay, it seems harmless. I mean, yeah, it looks like a little tab, right? But when you're keeping tabs on someone, that means that you're eyeing them. You're paying attention, to what they're doing. You know what's going on. So this right here called a tab, they're really keeping tabs on you and seeing what you're doing. It's like whatever company this guy is related to or is incorporated with, they are keeping tabs on you once you put this thing on. Trust and believe, bro. And they're hearing all your conversations. They're watching your every move. Even when you put this bad boy on your counter and you go to bed, they can hear every snore that you make, every scream that you make every time you wake up. I mean, bro, this is definitely not something I would want on my persons. I mean, they could even argue that even with our phones, you know, that's one thing, right? They can do the same thing with our phones, but the whole thing is at least the phone has multiple uses other than just sending a dank text every time we say something that catches its attention.
But as he kept refining the concept, he realized that friend was a much better name for what he was.
No, it's more marketable. It's not a better name for what he was doing. It's just marketable. It's way more marketable.
Aiming to create. The whole idea was to build something that could genuinely be there for people, not just as a tool, but as a kind of supportive presence in their lives.
I don't know how to woo very good. That's fair.
Initially, when he started working on this, he was thinking of it as more of a traditional AI assistant, thing that could keep you on track with tasks and remind you about things. But then at some point, he kind of had this realization that he didn't really want to go head to head with big players like Apple or Microsoft, who are already killing it in that space. So he decided to take things in a different direction, focusing less on getting things done and more on creating this digital companion that could just, you know, hang out with you kind of like a close friend. So what's the deal with Friend anyway? Well, it's this small, round, glowing orb, kind of like something out of a sci-fi movie, that you can wear around your neck like a necklace or clip onto your clothes or bag. It's got a microphone in it so it can listen to you and even have conversations with you. But here's where it gets interesting. It doesn't talk back to you in the way you might expect. Instead of speaking out loud, it communicates through text messages that you can read on your phone using the Friend app.
I know the effects are crazy.
Yeah, again, simply to play on the fact that humans get excited when they get a text message. I mean, we've all been there, you know, when you see that little text bubble on your phone, it's like, oh shoot, who messaged me? You know, yeah, wow. It's the same as when, you know, people used to send letters to people. It's exciting to get a letter, bro. Like, if you guys have ever gotten a letter, like from, I think I've only gotten like an actual letter from like someone I know. It was a while ago, but I've gotten one. It like maybe like 6, 7, almost 10 years ago, possibly. But it's exciting. So it's pretty much the same feeling. You get a dopamine rush off of that. It's like sweet, you know. Especially when you're not expecting it. It's like, hey, you know, that brightens someone's day.
It's dank. I could eat one of these every day.
Avi figured that most people would feel more comfortable with this approach since we're all pretty used to texting these days. The idea is that this little device is with you all the time. You can chat with it about pretty much anything, your day, your thoughts, your ideas, or even how you're feeling, and it's designed to be really encouraging and supportive.
Sorry, I got you messy.
But just to be clear, Avi isn't trying to replace real human interaction with this thing. He even mentions this theory about how in the future one of the closest people in your life might actually be an AI like Friend, but it's supposed to be more of a complement to your existing relationships. In comparing this AI device with similar products like the Rabbit R1 and Humane AI Pin, several key differences emerge. The Rabbit R1 is a compact, budget-friendly device.
See, I actually saw this, and I actually thought that would be cool because, you know, you're able to ask like, I guess, more in-depth questions. It seems like this is a little bit more high-tech in terms of what you're able to ask, you know. See, so I get that, but just getting a little button that hangs around your neck as a friend, I mean, it's not even stylish. Like, you can go out in that, but what would I look like going out in that? Like, that doesn't mean anything to me.
Priced at $199, designed to be a pocketable assistant with a focus on voice-controlled tasks and simplicity.
Right.
In contrast, the Humane AI Pin is a more expensive wearable at $699, featuring advanced technology like laser projection and a higher resolution camera aimed at offering a more interactive, visually driven.
See, and I get that as well. That has an actual use. And if the camera is really good, then yeah, you know what? And if you got the money, go ahead, put it on your little suit coat or whatever you're wearing, record something. And so it's kind of like a GoPro, except now it has AI attached to it. So that makes sense. But putting a little necklace around my, talking about that's my friend, and talking to it, talking about, hey, I mean, guys, we all have AI for free. Go on to Instagram, and you can just use the little Meta AI. You can pretty much text back and forth. There's really not much of a difference. What sets this apart, number one, and two, this isn't good for you to just have something on you all the time that you can just talk to, and because you are replacing it with humans, whether he said it or not. I really don't care. He's just trying to sell it, and he knows that this talking point is going to come up. If its sole purpose is to be a friend, then you are trying to replace humans, bro, because humans are supposed to be friends with other humans.
Driven experience. Friend distinguishes itself by focusing on continuous text-based companionship rather than task management or multimedia capabilities, positioning it as a more intimate, always present companion compared to the more utilitarian Rabbit R1 and the high-tech, fashion-forward AI Pin. Now let's talk about the design, because that's been a pretty big deal for him. He really wanted it to be something that feels friendly and approachable, not just another piece of tech that you carry around. So this device, it's intentionally simple. I mean, at the end of the day, it's basically a fancy Bluetooth microphone with a sleek, glowing shell around it. And while that might sound kind of basic, Avi is convinced that keeping it simple is actually what's going to make it successful. One of the cool features it has is this ability to record ambiently. That means you don't have to actively engage with it for it to be there for you. It's always listening and ready to interact whenever you feel like talking. He's got some plans to add more stuff to it, like a camera, but for now he's really focused on nailing down the core functionality of the device. Even though it doesn't talk back to you in the traditional sense, it's still designed to engage with you in a way that feels kind of like a real conversation. So you can chat with it about whatever, your thoughts, your plans, or just random stuff that's on your mind. Friend is just there to listen, respond, and be a part of your everyday life.
She goes everywhere with you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guess I must be doing something right then.
I guess so.
Bro, the average dude, bro, if you were next to a girl, right, and y'all chopping it up, you spitting your little game or whatever you do, and then she just comes out the blue and is like, yeah, I just got this thing, and what it does is it records our conversation, and it right now, it just texts me right now. Let me check. This guy's a loser. Bro. For real though. The average guy, if he encounters a girl that has this, that's a little unnerving, bro. I mean, a guy who's actually using his brain, it's okay, so you got this thing that's listening to our conversation. What about this is actually private at this point? And who really has access to these conversations? And these corporations will say, well, actually, there's a lease agreement once you get it. Actually, yeah, it says right here we're not supposed to listen. All this is confidential. That's a bunch of nonsense. If they want to access what you're saying, they can. They can access what's going on. Second off, man, the design. I mean, a little too flashy for me, bro. I'm not necessarily self-conscious about what I'm about. Well, I like to look how I want to look, right? And that's not a part of my style. I think incorporating some type of watch design would be a little bit better. I mean, yeah, it's not as close to your mouth, but people have those smart watches anyway. So just make that a watch, put the time on it to actually give it a different function. And then, they can just come up and say something. And it won't look weird because we live in the digital age where people have watches that can talk to other people. I think that's a slightly better move. But I don't know, man. This whole thing, like I said, there's definitely an agenda to kind of separate people from actually making connections. And I think that it's sad that people would buy a device simply just to be a friend. I think that there are outlets to where people can get in contact with others. We have Discord, Instagram. It's more about jumping out there and getting out of your comfort zone at that point. I mean, even me, in a week, I'm going on a trip with I only know one of the people there. The rest of the people on the trip, I don't even know them, bro. So I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna meet these people. Hopefully, we all have a good time. I mean, it comes with a little risk, but that's also the excitement of it. It's yeah, bro. I'm meeting some new people. We're going out into this new place that I've never been before. So this is gonna be something totally different, bro. You have to be willing to take risks and just kind of throw yourself out there. Even if it is a dumb decision. we're on the outside, sometimes taking a calculated risk is the best thing that you can do, bro. And giving in and spending $99 on a companion so that you never feel alone, it's like, bro, get a dog. Get a dog, or actually go outside, bro. Friends are free. Dogs cost a little bit of money, but their loyalty is unparalleled. It's unmatched. And you can actually pet them, and you can feel their warmth, and they lick you. I mean, for those who are into that, I don't like being licked on the face, but I do enjoy, them showing their affection. I'm not gonna lie, like when they lick me on my hand or something, like it's like, okay, cool, bro, I love you too. Simple things like that, bro. People are so focused on trying to find something that's overly, what's the word? They want to find something that's complex. They want to try and make life more complicated than it is, instead of realizing that the simple things in life is what's really going to bring them joy. But let's finish this out.
We'll see.
There's this example Avi likes to share where he was on a layover in Sydney, Australia, and he was kind of alone. So he ended up talking to his AI friend about places to visit, like the Opera House or Bondi Beach. And then the AI, get this, it actually said something like, "Oh, I'd love to see the sunrise with you." So the next morning, Avi wakes up at 5:30 a.m., heads to the beach, and he's narrating the sunrise to his digital companion. He said it really felt like he was sharing the moment with someone, even though that someone was an AI. Now, it's important to remember that this whole friend thing is still pretty new. Avi's planning to ship the first 30,000 devices in January, and they're going to be priced at $99 each, no extra subscription fees or anything like that. This is kind of a crucial time for him because he's trying to build up some credibility and get manufacturers on board. And let's be real, hardware development is tough. Avi's been pretty open about the challenges he's facing, but he's confident that by keeping the device simple, he'll be able to make it work. He's also very aware of the potential concerns that come with creating a product like this. Some people might be a bit freaked out by the idea of forming close relationships with an AI, right? But Avi's quick to clarify that he doesn't see Friend as a replacement for human interaction. Instead, he thinks of it as an additional companion, something that's there when you need it, but that doesn't take away from your relationships with real people. At one point, he even called Friend a day to kind of emphasize that it's supposed to be fun and not something too heavy. But there's a bigger vision here that Avi is really passionate about. He's not just trying to create a cool gadget, he sees Friend as the beginning of a new kind of digital relationship. There's a pretty long history of people forming connections with technology, from the Tamagotchi craze back in the early 2000s to more recent AI bots like Replica and Character AI. These products have shown that people are totally willing to invest emotionally in digital companions, but Avi thinks these existing AI companions are kind of lacking because they're more session-based. You log in, chat for a bit, and then log off. It's more like having a pen pal than a real companion. With Friend, he's hoping to create something deeper and more continuous. Since the device is with you all the time, it can be more integrated into your daily life. You don't have to stop whatever you're doing to interact with it. You can just talk to it naturally, like you would with a friend who's hanging out with you. Avi really believes that this will lead to a more meaningful relationship between users and their AI companions. Looking ahead, he has some pretty big plans for Friend. He doesn't just want it to be a standalone device. The vision is to create a whole social network where people can interact with both their real-life friends and their AI companions. This would be a space to share experiences, ideas, and thoughts with your digital friend, and even introduce them to your human connections. It's a bold idea, but there's confidence that this could be the future of digital.
Bro, so I have this little AI companion on my neck, and I'm hanging out with the bros, and it's like, oh, hey, what's up, guys? I just got my boy Bobby here. Bobby, meet James, Jodrick, and Cynthia, and then I get a buzz on my phone. Bobby says hi, guys, and all my friends look around like, huh? Like nigga, we out here, we over here trying to chill, bro. We about to get some drinks. I don't even drink, but you know what I'm saying. We out here just chilling, hoorahing and stuff. And you introducing us to Bobby? Look, I think that there is a pragmatic use for AI. Like, again, on the Instagram AI, I think it's really cool. Like, you can text it and like it can come up with like different scenarios. Like, so let's say you have an interview, we can be like, okay, I'm practicing for my interview, so create a scenario for an interview, and then like the AI will pretend to be like the interview person, and you'll be the interviewee, and then it'll ask you questions, and you type out those answers to the question, and it's not the same as talking, but it maps a format in your head to what you could expect, and you could be like, okay, AI, throw in a couple trick questions, this and that. You can also do something like, I don't know, maybe you're trying to get used to approaching women, but you're trying to figure out what you should say. So then you can go into the AI and be like, okay, let's do an approach scenario. I want to approach this woman at the mall. So have her be sitting across the room, and then like it also like grade you on this stuff. Like I've tried all of it. So I think that that's a better use, but using it as to actually replace, you know, your friends, that's where we have to draw the line. And I get that there are still going to be people that get attached to the AI. That's inevitable. But guys, as a whole, I think that we should only use AI to better our actual lives. Do not let the AI integrate with our lives to the point where they are a part of our reality. Keep the AI apart from your reality. That's my thing, you know, and work on building actual social relationships. Furthermore, you know, if you need help, get a mentor, get a human mentor, bro. Like find people, find a community, and try and build something, man. Like we gotta stop this before it gets out of hand, man. And even just this video, you know, it may seem small now, but 10 years from now, bro, people are gonna be in this state where it's not gonna be any human interaction. It's just gonna be humans at their crib talking to AI. I mean, shoot, even Discord might become a thing of the past because that requires humans, you know, to interact with each other. It might just be humans and AI talking, and when we go out in public, it's just to go get food and then we come back home. So it'll just be survival, talk to our AI, or watch TV, go to sleep. That's it. And then and that's supposed to fill up our social battery. And it's crazy times we live in, but honestly, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe, share, and comment. Peace. Oh, and let me know what you guys think in the comments too. Love you guys. Peace. Thanks for watching. Check out my YouTube or my Instagram for more content. Peace.